The earliest fossils of modern humans. Ethiopia. Omo Kibish. 195,000 to 160,000 years ago. South Africa. Border Cave. Die Kelders. Clisses River mouth. 120,000 to 50,000 years ago. Morocco. Dar es Sultan. 70,000 to 50,000 years ago. Israel. Kofze Skull. 100,000 to 80,000 years ago. Australia. Lake Mungo. 45,000 to 35,000 years ago. Borneo. Naya Cave. 40,000 years ago. France. Cro-Magnon, near Lazy. 35,000 years ago. If you look at this chart, you will notice that some of the earliest evidence for Homo sapiens has been found in different parts of Africa. This raises the question of the center of human origin. Was there a single center or were there several? The issue of the place of origin of modern humans has been much debated. Two totally divergent views have been expounded, one advocating the regional continuity model, with multiple regions of origin, the other the replacement model, with a single origin in Africa. According to the regional continuity model, the archaic Homo sapiens in different regions gradually evolved at different rates into modern humans, and hence the variation in the first appearance of modern humans in different parts of the world. The argument is based on the regional differences in the features of present-day humans. According to those who advocate this view, these dissimilarities are due to differences between the pre-existing Homo erectus and Homo heidelbergensis populations that occupied the same regions. The replacement and regional continuity models. The replacement model visualizes the complete replacement everywhere of all older forms of humans with modern humans. In support of this view is evidence of the genetic and anatomical homogeneity of modern humans. Those who suggest this argue that the enormous similarity amongst modern humans is due to their descent from a population that originated in a single region, which is Africa. The evidence of the earliest fossils of modern humans, from Omo in Ethiopia, also supports the replacement model. Scholars who hold this view suggest that the physical differences observed today among modern humans are the result of adaptation, throughout thousands of years, by populations who migrated to the particular regions where they finally settled down. Early humans, ways of obtaining food. So far, we have been considering the evidence of skeletal remains and seeing how these have been used to reconstruct the histories of the movements of peoples across continents. But there are other, more routine aspects of human life as well. Let us see how these can be studied. Early humans would have obtained food in several ways, such as gathering, hunting, scavenging, and fishing. The gathering would involve collecting plant foods such as seeds, nuts, berries, fruits, and tubers. That gathering was practiced is generally assumed rather than conclusively established, as there is very little direct evidence for it. While we get a fair amount of fossil bones, fossilized plant remains are relatively rare. The only other way of getting information about plant intake would be if plant remains were accidentally burnt. This process results in carbonization. In this form, organic matter is preserved for a long span of time. However, so far archaeologists have not found much evidence of carbonized seeds for this very early period. In recent years, the term hunting has been under discussion by scholars. Increasingly, it is being suggested that the early hominids scavenged or foraged for meat and marrow from the carcasses of animals that had died naturally or had been killed by other predators. It is equally possible that small mammals such as rodents, birds, and their eggs, reptiles, and even insects, such as termites, were eaten by early hominids. Hunting probably began later, about 500,000 years ago. The earliest clear evidence for the deliberate, planned hunting and butchery of large mammals comes from two sites, Boxgrove in southern England, 500,000 years ago, and Schöningen in Germany, 400,000 years ago. Fishing was also important, as is evident from the discovery of fish bones at different sites. From about 35,000 years ago, there is evidence of planned hunting from some European sites. Some sites, such as Dolní Věstonice, which was near a river, seem to have been deliberately chosen by early people. Herds of migratory animals such as reindeer and horses probably crossed the river during their autumn and spring migrations and were killed on a large scale. The choice of such sites indicates that people knew about the movement of these animals and also about the means of killing large numbers of animals quickly. Did men and women have different roles in gathering, scavenging, hunting, and fishing? We do not really know. Today we find societies that live by hunting and gathering, where women and men undertake a range of different activities, but, as we will see later in the chapter, it is not always possible to suggest parallels with the past. If you want more history videos, please like and subscribe, and don't forget to press the bell icon. Till then, goodbye and take care.